Well, pull up a chair and grab a drink, kids. Today we're going to look at the Hell Fire by GDMG, loaded up with their black and white warrior knot. Good evening, everybody. Now, before we get into this, can we just take a look at that? Can we just appreciate this handle for a second? Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that nice? Now, I got some notes here on the screen. So the Hell Fire, it's made from resin, and it stands about 62 millimeters high. One thing that I really do like about this is it's not limited to just one size for the single size for a knot. You can have this board from 20 millimeters up to 30 millimeters, everything in between. So whether you're a fan of smaller knots or you like carrying around what amounts to be a shaving mop, you're going to be covered. All right. Now, this resin work is excellent. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. The finish is smooth. There's no rough spots, no imperfections. Then the colors. I mean, red, black, and white, all swirling together. Come on. Now, you guys know that I have a collection of what I call the Van Halen handles. Well, those boys are going to have to move over because this guy's officially arrived, and it's got a spot in regular rotation. Okay, now, anyway, it's comfortable in the hand. It's well balanced. Just feels quality. Very nice. Sometimes a handle looks great, but doesn't quite work when you start lathering it up. And but this one checks both boxes. Yeah, very nice. Now, about this knot. Okay, so here we go. This is their black and white warrior boar knot. As you can see, it's not actually white. It's kind of a brown color. It's a bulb shape, and they say it has medium backbone. Now, the jury's still out on that one. But I think it pairs really well with this handle. And, just look at it. The black and white hair, well, brown. It looks really good. Looks really, really good. And once you get it wet, it behaves exactly the way you'd expect a good boar to behave. So there's that. Now, there's plenty of backbone here for harder soaps. And but it's not trying to sand your face down to the bare metal. Sorry, guys, I got some notes here on the screen that I've got bullet points that I want to reach, so excuse me for veering away from the camera. But I wrote down a bunch of things, and I just don't want to miss them. So with any quality boar knot, right, it's going to get better as it breaks in. The tips will split, it'll get softer, and it'll be your best friend at some point. And when it gets to that point, that'll show you why so many people keep going back to boar knots, because they really are nice if you get a good one. All right, now, if I have any criticisms about this, one little thing is the loft. Let me see, what's the memo? This one was set at about 48 millimeters. Personally, I probably would have gone somewhere between 52 and 55. I like it to be a little taller, a little higher. Gives it a bit more bloom and flexibility. So they can be quite stiff when they're this short. But here's the funny part. I never actually told GDMG what loft I wanted. So that's kind of like ordering a mystery meal and then complaining that, they didn't know that I was craving tacos. So that's on me. That's completely on me. And you know what? The lower loft does give it more backbone. And I know a lot of boar fans actually prefer that. So I don't consider it a flaw. It's just not where my personal preferences would lay. But overall, I think GDMG knocked it out of the park with this. This is going to be fantabulous. The handle is just absolutely good looking. Look at that. Look at that. Feels great in the hand. The black and white knot is a solid performer. It's only going to improve with age. And yeah, and it's going to make for a brush that's as enjoyable to use as it is to look at. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, don't forget the coin. Oop. I really like this coin. Sorry. I'm trying to look at the monitor here, see where it's at. Yeah, I really love that coin. That's so cool. And it's buried in the clear, which is very nice. Now, anyway, if you're in the market for a really nice, like semi-custom brush, it stands out without breaking the bank, I don't think you'd be disappointed with this. Now, if you guys will excuse me, I've got about 30 more shaves to turn this into my best friend. So I guess we'll call that a shave. Y'all stay smooth.